Hello everyone, and welcome to Carrot Scraps, or Avengers Fast-Play, I believe is what I'm calling it. Welcome to another Carrot Scraps video, whatever, you choose what you want to say. I'm your host, Carrot Boy 3000. Yes, there's a new video series that I wanted to do. I just thought it would be fun to kind of have, you know, a more regular uploading schedule. You know, even if, you know, I'm still working on other stuff, like even if I'm streaming, right? Or even if I, you know, still have my bigger videos that come out over on my main channel. If you're watching this, you know, this, just so you know, this is my second channel. I just thought it would be nice to have a more regular upload. And so, this is Avengers Fast-Play. Yeah. Which essentially the idea behind that is, I don't know why my Switch controller just fell. The idea behind it is like to kind of give again, more regular content, and you know, what we'll do is I will play an Avengers mission. Maybe we'll play other games, you know, who knows? We might expand the idea. But on my Fast Play videos, I'll play like a short bit of gameplay. For Avengers, it'll be, you know, either maybe some days it's a drop zone, maybe some days it's a, you know, today it's a threat sector, you know, maybe some days it'll be a villain sector. Maybe we'll do a raid eventually. Who knows? But the idea, you know, for as long as I can, or for whenever I can, is to post it like daily on this channel, on Raw Carrot Scraps. Again, just so that way, no matter what, I got a quick video out. You know what I mean? And I can still work on other stuff and feel confident. Because sometimes I'll work on a video all day sometimes, and then I'll get to the end of the day and not have it in me to stream, and I'll be like, oh, I did nothing today. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, how lazy am I? You know? So I thought this would be a fun idea. Music we're listening to is Home, one of my favorite bands. They're absolutely wonderful. Check them out if you are interested. I love music like theirs. Yeah, like I said, today we're playing a threat sector. I think this might be one of my favorite, honestly, threat sectors in the game. I was trying to think, you know, the Utah Badlands. I know a lot of people have criticized the Utah Badlands. I don't have as much of a problem with them as other people seem to, but I'm definitely not a fan of the threat sector that they have. There's just something about it that I'm not super into. But yeah, I hope you had a good day. I don't know when I'm going to be posting these. So again, excuse me while I work out the details. I don't know what the title of the video will be. I don't know if it's going to be like episode 1 or whatever. Y'all can help me, you know, with those kind of details. You know, if you want to suggest you know, a mission that I play, or if you want to suggest a topic for me to talk about, feel free, you know, to comment that, and I'll try that. I love the advertisements in this game. There should be a T-Rex. Yeah, T-Rex on this side. These are such cool little details. You know what I mean? I just came off of SynchroChamp's channel. Check out SynchroChamp, good friend of mine. Myself and a couple of other content creators, you know, like King Greek and High Ruler and Slipshock, all awesome Avengers content creators in general. Play Marvel D&D every week on SynchroChamp's channel, so go check that out. But we just finished that. We had a crazy night. The Outrider character was let loose a little bit. He has this ability. Outrider has this ability. I feel like I'm talking to like my parents, because I know a lot of people aren't like as into D&D stuff in the superhero world, especially in the video game superhero world. I'm getting like absolutely corduroyed today in terms of like playing well, so I'm sorry about that. But there's this ability in D&D, or I guess there's this like trait or whatever. It's called traits in Avengers. And basically it's like, you know, I think it's like Berserker or something. And basically there's a risk that you'll attack anyone. You know, it gives you power, but you'll attack anyone, including teammates, and it provides some pretty interesting scenarios. And so this ability exists in the Marvel tabletop game, which is D&D, just with Marvel stuff. And when I used to DM for my Dungeons and Dragons, not for the Marvel one, for the regular Dungeons and Dragons, I also had a player who had this ability, and it was pretty wild. Just, you know, randomly, I think the way it works, I forget exactly, but the way it works is like you'll be attacking someone, right? And then if it doesn't roll correct, or like whatever, if you roll something and you're not rolling good enough, you basically don't stop attacking, right? and you will attack anyone, the closest people, or like you roll to decide who you're going to attack. So you'll be attacking allies, and all of our player characters, even though they're like on the same team, were almost killed by like, you know, one of our teammates. It was a very like Hulk moment, right? Very mindless Hulk moment. So I had a lot of fun doing that today. Definitely check that out. If you're wondering why the backdrop is kind of a mess, that's because I've been going through my comics. I mentioned this on stream recently, that I found my digital comic collection, and by that I mean like the catalog that I use to, or the website / app I use to catalog my comics. I found out the login for that. So I've been going through my books that because I haven't had that for a couple of years. I've been going through my books that I've been picking up the last couple of years and adding them to my collection, the digital collection, which means I'm moving around my boxes. So that's why I have the Sega Genesis back there and 2 Mario Maker hats on top of it. That was for Mario Maker 2. I don't make a lot of Nintendo content anymore. But that was something before Avengers came out when I started my channel. That was something that I did all the time. And that was like what I wanted to make content on. And I still do. I've just been, you know, focused on so many other things. But in the future, you know, I'd like to make more Mario content. But Mario Maker is one of my favorite games ever. That was another thing Synchro had mentioned to me, like, big Mario Maker fan as well, I believe. And I believe he played a lot of it on his channel. You know, he made content for the game as well. I love Mario Maker. But I was super excited for Mario Maker 2, and the GameStop that I went to had those, and they gave me a Mario and Luigi hat, these 2 little plastic construction worker hats, and they had a bunch of them. Or I actually don't think they had a bunch of them. I think they only had a couple left, and I was so happy that you know, the person gave it to me. I love little things like that. Like I think I have some promo stuff from, what's it called? Pokemon Black and White. I have like a promotional thing from GameStop that they weren't necessarily just giving out. It was just like, hey, can I have that? And they were like, yeah, sure. I have some cardboard stuff from Pokemon X and Y. I have a BioShock Infinite cardboard box from a GameStop display, which is cool. And then on the other side, I have, you can't really see it, but I have, you can't really see either of it. I have my Elvira standee, which you can see her better, but you can't see her head because she's like 1,000 feet tall. I picked that up recently and was so excited. I'm a big Elvira fan. Oh, I have an Elvira story like after I finish what I'm saying. I picked that up recently at a monster / comic book store that my wife showed me. Super cool place. Great place to combine. I mean, comics, superheroes, and what's it called? Not that. Superheroes and like horror, I think, go together very well. I say that all the time. I'm sure I'll have a video about that in the future. I actually have a horror video that should be coming out today, the same day I upload this. If not, should be coming out soon. I'm very excited about that. Anyway, I think those 2 worlds intersect really well. Horror and superheroes. I feel like they share a lot of the same tropes. And it's not a surprise that I'm into both. But anyway, so yeah, there's the Elvira standee. And then below her is a short box of comics. I think that box has Jurassic Park comics in it. I think it has some Steven Universe comics in it. Most certainly it's not DC or Marvel. Like that's one of my many like other boxes, right? Like of this is not superhero stuff. Do not look here for superhero stuff. And then that's on top of a Pikachu skateboard, which I got from oh my gosh, what memories. I got that Pikachu skateboard from from a yard sale that I happened across at like, it was like this mansion. I don't know, maybe mansion is a strong word. It was a big house where I lived, close by where I lived, and they kind of looked like they just had been storing stuff for like decades, and they were giving stuff away / selling stuff. And I got that skateboard. It's a Pikachu skateboard. It looks awful, but I still own it, and I love it. And then I also got a couple of other things, including Batman the Animated Series Bubble Bath, which had never been opened. And I think If I'm not mistaken, I still have it. I moved recently, or I moved, if you watch my YouTube videos, you know, I moved like 6 months ago. A lot of stuff got thrown out. Not a lot of, I own a lot of stuff. So for me, a lot of stuff getting thrown out doesn't matter because I have a lot of other stuff still. But it's entirely possible that that might have gotten thrown out, which sucks. But leading into my other story, you know, moving, I feel like there's just this thing about moving. For me, what I've learned about moving, this is my 3rd time as an adult moving, I want to say. Because I didn't really move a lot as a kid. I know a lot of other people have that experience growing up. Anyway, what I've learned is that, like, you're constantly finding stuff and not needing it when you find it, and then losing it, and then cursing yourself for ever forgetting where that was. So, like, you'll find, like, what? A dish, right? Like, you'll find some dishes, and you'll be like, oh, I don't need this right now, and put it back in that box, and go looking for whatever you were looking for, and then as a result, next time you need that thing, you're like, oh, I know exactly where it is, and you're like, no, I can't find it anymore. That's happened to me so many times since moving, and, you know, we don't have a lot of furniture. We threw out a lot of furniture when we moved, so we haven't taken everything out of the boxes, even though it's been months. But right now, you know, I'm trying to find stuff, and we just got some furniture, so I'm trying to move stuff out of boxes. And so there's a lot of stuff that I'm looking for, like, for example, my capture for gameplay, but not for HDMI, for analog, like AV cables. That has been lost. I have no idea where that is, but I remember distinctly seeing it. But there's also stuff that I can't find that, like, I don't remember seeing at all, and that I'm convinced that I lost. For example, like VHS tapes. I threw out a lot of VHS tapes. I'm very bummed out about that because I didn't have to do that, and I did. I found, or so I couldn't find for the longest time. I have an Elvira VHS tape collection. Not a huge one. You know, it's a couple tapes. Probably like maybe like 10 tapes. I don't know. And I couldn't find it. And I couldn't find my Blockbuster copy of Halloween, which is a very near and dear thing to my heart. I think I've said this on a YouTube video that I think the original 1987 Halloween, hope I got the year right, or no, 1978, dyslexia, not 1987. I'm like, what? 1987 is Hellraiser. 1978 is Halloween, the original, John Carpenter. Anyway, my original copy of that Blockbuster copy, I like to watch that movie on VHS most of all because I feel like the low quality helps with, like, the horror aspect of the movie. And so I couldn't find it, and I found all my VHS boxes, what I thought were all my VHS boxes, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was like, I think I just threw it away by accident. So I bought another copy on eBay because I felt like something was missing in me. And then so those two tape, the Elvira tape collection was missing, and the Blockbuster Halloween tape was missing. Just yesterday, I was looking through boxes, I was consolidating boxes, and not a VHS tape, just a random box, I found those tapes. And, you know, for Halloween, it's whatever, it's funny. I'm happy to have that back. The Elvira tapes, if I would have lost those, that would have been, like, a big hit on, like, money. Those tapes are kind of expensive, so that would have sucked. Obviously, I would have survived, right? Okay, you know what? Your lasers are being crazy. There you go. And so, yeah, I found those, and I was really stoked about it. And that's, I am missing, I'm missing one of my Elvira tapes, but I do know for sure that I brought it. I just don't know where it is at the moment. I haven't parried at all, and parrying as Black Widow is one of the best feelings in the world. Parrying as Black Widow and parrying as Captain America, two of the best feelings in the world. The other thing, I'm sorry I'm talking so much. You know, if you watch my streams, if you know me, I'm a talky person. So I apologize. We're nearing the end of the first episode of Avengers Fast-Play, which I mean, whatever. Fast-Play is fine. That's a fine title, right? Is that a stupid title? I don't know. I want my real guns. It reminds me of the DVD option, like if you had those, like, you know, back when Disney was putting out DVDs, they're like, press the quick play option to skip to your movie or watch the previews. Reminds me of that. But we already had a quick play, which I haven't done one in a while. Whatever. Anyway, we're nearing the end of this. I'm talking a lot, but I wanted to look up today. You know, I'm uploading this. The day I'm uploading this should be July 27th, right? 2022. And I believe July 27th, I just looked it up, is National Creme Brulee Day. Now, I gotta be honest, I don't know what creme brulee is. I just don't. I know it's food. I know that much. I'm not, you know, I have a lot of food allergies, so I'm not as up on, like, the food stuff as everybody else is. But I do know that creme brulee is a food. So let me look that up. It should be National Creme Brulee Day. We'll find out what that is. What is creme brulee? Oh, great. My thing crashed. What is creme brulee?
I've sent Commander Hill a rendezvous location to extract the shield.
Creme brulee.
Well done.
At its most basic, creme brulee is a... Why does that have to be its most basic? Like, give me a complex answer. At its most basic, creme brulee is a creamy, pudding-like baked custard with a brittle top of melted sugar that cracks when you gently tap it with a spoon. The custard is made with heavy cream, eggs, sugar, and vanilla. There we go. I can't have it. It has eggs. When is National Creme Brulee Day? Wednesday, July 27th. Today. So, I guess we accomplished all of our goals. We played, we fast played a mission from Avengers. I kind of explained, you know, what was going on in this series. Again, I can't say whether I'll upload every single day, but I'd like it to be more regular, and my preference is for this to be a daily upload. You know what I mean? I would like Avengers Fast-Play or just Carrot Scraps Fast-Play to be a daily upload on this channel, or as close as I can to be to that. You know what I mean? So again, if you have any comments about like suggestions, if you have any you know, suggestions on topics that you'd like me to talk about, I'd love to hear comments below. Like, even if it's incoherent, just one word, I guess the less information, the better. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm trying to switch my stuff. My second monitor is very small. I want this to be more casual. You know what I mean? It's fast. It's casual. It's Carrot Scraps Fast Play, starring the Avengers. We're working on the title. But yeah, so I want to thank you all again so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.